Hi everyone, my name is CJ Janovy. I'm a journalist here in Kansas, and a couple years ago I published a book. It's called No Place Like Home, Lessons in Activism from LGBT Kansas. And I mentioned Gilbert Baker in the introduction to the book, and I just want to read you a little bit about what Gilbert said to a librarian at the University of Kansas named Tammy Albin, who was interviewing him when he was back in Kansas a few years ago. Born in Chanute in 1951, Baker remembers growing up in a very sort of 1950s black and white way. After a horrible time as a gay kid in high school, he went to college for a year, was drafted and served 2 years in Vietnam, then moved to San Francisco, where he would create the antithesis of that black and white childhood. Baker was the designer of the LGBT movement's iconic rainbow flag. I'm just this guy from Kansas that had that stroke of luck to be the one to make the flag and sort of pulled the sword from the stone, Baker told Tammy Albin in June 2008, when he was in Lawrence briefly for a speaking engagement. By then, he'd settled in New York and was a man of the world. When Albin asked if he ever came back to Kansas, Baker said never, then amended, guessing it had been 25 or 30 years since he'd been here. But even during that quick visit, he could see the place had changed. When I lived there, I was alone, he said. Now there's a community, so that's wonderful. I know so many folks in Parsons were hoping to make a community with Gilbert in the last few years, and I have to think he's, I don't know, on some big rainbow-colored cloud in the sky, looking down and appreciating your efforts to honor him with the film festival. So have a great one. Thanks to everyone for honoring Gilbert's legacy.